again," said he. This is the berth for me. Here you, matey," he cried to the man who trundled the barrel. "Bring up alongside and help up my chest. I will stay here a bit," he continued. "I am a plain man. Rum and bacon and eggs is what I want. And that head up, therefore to watch ships off. What you might call me? You might call me Captain. Oh, I see what you are at there." And he threw down 3 or 4 gold pieces on the threshold. "You can tell me when I've worked through that," said he, looking as fierce as a commander, and, indeed, bad as his clothes were, and coarsely as he spoke. He had none of the appearance of a man who sailed before the mast, but seemed like a mate or skipper, accustomed to be obeyed or to
strike. The man who came with the barrel told us the mail had set him down the morning before at the Royal George, that he had inquired what inns there were along the coast, and hearing ours well spoken of, I suppose, and described as lonely, had chosen it from the others for his place of residence, and that was all we could learn of our guest. He was a very silent man by custom. All day he hung round the cove, or upon the cliffs, with a brass telescope. All evening he sat in a corner of the parlor next the fire, and drank rum and water very strong. Mostly he would not speak when spoken to, only look up sudden and fierce, and blow through his nose like a foghorn. And we and the people who came about our house soon learned to let him be. Every day, when he came back from his stroll, he would ask if any seafaring man had gone by along the road. At first, we thought it was the want of company of his own kind that made him ask this question. But at last, we began to see he was desirous to avoid them. When a seaman put up at the Admiral Benbow, as now and then some did, making by the coast road for Bristol, he would look in at him through the curtained door before he entered the parlor, and he was always sure to be as silent as a mouse when any such was present. For me, at
least, there was no secret about the matter, for I was, in a way, a sharer in his alarms. He had taken me aside one day and promised me a silver fourpenny on the 1st of every month if I would only keep my weather eye open. He had taken me aside one day and promised me a silver fourpenny on the 1st of every month if I would only keep my weather eye open for a He had taken me aside one day and promised me a silver fourpenny on the 1st of He had taken me aside one day and promised me a silver fourpenny on the 1st of every He had taken me aside one day and promised me a silver fourpenny on the 1st of every month if I would only keep my weather eye open for a seafaring man with one leg, and let him know the moment he appeared. Often enough, when the 1st of the month came round, and I applied to him for my wage, he would only blow